Hello folks, in this video I will show you where you can make 25 to 27 an hour telecommuting. And this doesn't expect insight to apply. Likewise, you can do this essentially promptly. These are organizations that are recruiting quickly. So one organization that is employing promptly right now for telecommute occupations is accomplice.com, which is a substance change administration organization that arrangements with interpretation limitation and variation for 250 or more dialects. What they have is a lot of positions accessible this moment, and you're presumably going to be overpowered by this page in the event that you simply glance through it physically. Yet one you need to search for is the remote guides quality looter. This is accessible in various nations and in numerous regions of the planet and numerous dialects. So I'm involving the English one in Canada. This is only a model. There are a considerable lot of these accessible, which I'll show you here in a moment. Yet the guides quality thief is one where you fundamentally get compensated to assist with further developing internet-based guides. So online guides could resemble Google Guides or a wide range of various guide applications on the web, and as well as program-based guides, and you will be far off somewhat attempting to utilize an electronic apparatus to assess these guides, and it will assist with molding the fate of nearby guides and being important for this worldwide task. So you get to work totally somewhat 10 to 20 hours out of each week. You likewise get to set your own timetable, and you additionally have a sign-up reward accessible. They believe you should begin at the earliest opportunity, as you see, not too far off, and this one is more independent, so you'll have greater adaptability. This one they believe that you should do English. It should be situated in Canada. Again, this will shift in view of which organization, which country you apply, and in which language you apply for. They have a variety of ones accessible. Assuming that you return to their positions page, check whether you search for map quality marauder. You see loads of various nations, heaps of various dialects, and so on. So you can see Australia, Canada, Singapore, UK, USA, France. That is only a couple of the ones that are accessible at this moment. So prerequisites on top of that: coordinated and independent. It would work freely, ready to adhere to directions, and the language that you're applying and conform to project rules, consenting to non-exposure arrangement to safeguard client secrecy. Should finish a thorough quality assessment. It should be the main individual from your family to function as a maximum quality plunderer. Additionally, you can get a consistent pay and long-haul organization. While telecommuting, you have proficient improvement, multicultural global group, and bunches of help from the local area group. So you see no notice of involvement being expected here. You get to set your own hours, work 10 to 20 hours of the week, fundamentally dealing with online guides, and they are employing right away, so you can begin immediately. Now there are a couple of different ones I will specify before I go to the following organization that you could take a gander at. These don't vary so a lot, yet they're very much like. They additionally have the pursuit quality pillager position, which they have many of. Assuming you return to their positions page and you search for search quality thieves, they have at least a couple ones accessible right now in various dialects and various regions of the planet. This one typically pays around 15 to 16 bucks each hour, and this one fundamentally doing likewise as the guide's quality examiner, with the exception of your zeroing and more on search quality. So you're taking a gander at web search tools. Do I Google Bing, Hooray, and things like that? DuckDuckGo perhaps. I mean, it relies upon you understand what you're doing, yet essentially you're seeing hunt. You're ensuring everything is working appropriately. You utilize some kind of assessment instrument, and this one you work 10 to 25 hours 7 days. Begin pronto here too. This one's truly W2 part-time gig that you can do, and other than that it may very well mean greater strength, more week, more hours that are not going to vacillate so a lot. Though on the off chance that you're a consultant, it could vary more. For this one they believe you should be full in your language applying and comprehend the mainstream society in your country. You should be the only one doing this program. No other person in your family can do this program. Web keen, ready to work in a speedy climate. Research abilities are magnificent. Dependable PC and web, hostile to infection programming. Non-revelation understanding must be endorsed to you. Additionally have a quality test, and this one says 4-year college education or experience, so you can have either or, and they additionally have something like a promotions quality bandit. So this is accessible in at least 1 or 2 nations right now too. This will fluctuate, yet on the off chance that you search for an advertisements quality marauder on We Restrict, you'll see 1 or 2 spots where this is accessible. So you have Dutch, German, Hindi, Japanese, Korean, Russian, and so on, and this what you'll do is essentially exactly the same thing as the other 2, with the exception of your zeroing it on commercials on the web, and you'll utilize an online apparatus to assess promotions that are in web crawlers explicitly. So assuming you think about like Google and how they have advertisements at the top and lower part of the page, such things are the thing you'll assess. They additionally maintain that you should begin promptly here too. They let you know that explicitly this is a self-employed entity, independent sort of gig, and all you truly need is to be web shrewd, have the option to breathe through the assessment, consent to a non-divulgence arrangement, and have the option to adhere to directions, and have a steady web association with a PC to the extent that we can find compensations are referenced on their Glassdoor page. So for example, guides quality expert in the event that you look here right around 56,000 a year, yet that is more similar to assuming that you work all day. On the off chance that you slender that down to only an hourly rate, it's around $27 each hour, and afterward the other. Like I said, the inquiry quality is around 15 to 16 an hour, as quality plunderer is around $22 an hour. You see, for the promotion commentator, next you have an organization called Broadpath. This is at expansivescramblepath.com, so this is their landing page. In the event that you're searching for it, you can go to vocations, not too far off at the highest point of the page. It's extremely simple to find. You have bunches of various positions accessible. You'll see that a ton of them are start right away, so they're not hoping to enlist later on. They believe that you should begin straight away. Extraordinary spot to check, assuming you need something that you can do immediately. They additionally in some cases have occupations where you don't require experience. This one explicitly is one. It's the part administration delegate prompt beginning work from home. You can apply by tapping the green button at the top. Now clearly you have a ton of obligations here, yet it's essentially client service and a call community type setting. You'll dissect circumstances utilizing route on various PC frameworks all at once, and you really want solid client care and clashing goal abilities for this great relationship building abilities. All in all is generally what you should be do. What you should have the option to do. You ordinarily need great relationship building abilities. You're patient. You comprehend how to imagine individuals' perspective. You likewise should be educated. So assuming you have a mix of relationship building abilities and technically knowledgeable, that is an extraordinary range of abilities for these sorts of gigs. So you'll respond to various inquiries for individuals or Medicaid, clinical, and drugstore items. Clearly they'll prepare you to do that. Thus you'll need to keep up with classification with individuals' data, give precise data and proficient way transfer data to fitting interior outer divisions and accomplices, utilizing supported stations survey update and come out as comfortable with new and modified benefit strategy data. And that's what things like in a solid listening abilities, ready to test and get questions and comprehend worries while aiding them essential capabilities. So this fundamentally is required secondary school recognition or comparable capable PC abilities. I comprehend protection and clinical phrasing. That is an experience, that is not professional training, that is stuff that is extremely simple to have. Many individuals can meet these necessities. On the off chance that you don't comprehend protection and clinical wording, you can turn that stuff upward and get sort of a thought favor capabilities. This isn't needed yet. Like so clearly with any work that doesn't need experience would put you in front of different competitors, yet you don't must have it for this specific one. Least 1 to 2 years client support experience, 1-2 years experience in medical care guarantee handling experience, earlier client care experience, for example clinical dental office or drugstore insight. So again, favored is altogether different from fundamental capabilities. Favored implies that would put you ahead, yet it's not needed. Essential means you need to basically have these things, and afterward you have pay wise. Assuming that you're searching for a part administration rep, you see that is the extremely top one on their Glassdoor page, which midpoints around $51,800 in all out pay a year, $36,000 or so base compensation, $16,000 or so extra compensation yearly, to the extent that what it resembles to work at Wideway Medical Care. They have a lot of evaluations and a lot of remarks that you can take a gander at. Of 700 surveys from individuals who have truly worked here, they have a 3 out of 5 star rating. And here once more, on the off chance that you simply need something that employs right away, on the off chance that you simply need something that can get you perhaps your most memorable work from home work that you can perhaps get an encounter and use to find a superior line of work later on as a novice, then this is an extraordinary spot to begin. Simply search for an enrollment administrations rep or go to We Restrict and search for their different independent and temporary positions that they have accessible. So ideally this was useful. Remember to buy in and click the warning chime, assuming you need all the more day-to-day recordings like this one. You can tap the connection in the YouTube video depiction to learn about every last one of these and apply, and I'll see you in the following video.